Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I've been asked to do a Junxing Drakon versus the Redback tests. This will be more of a comparison because these are very different crossbows. But I'll go over all the sort of statistics of them and all that, and all the measurements and all that. And then we'll do some tests and then we'll compare them. So, if you don't know, these are two of the more modern crossbows you can get. You got the Horizone Redback, which is a pistol, and then you get the Junxing Drakon, which is, I would describe, a carbine. Both very good crossbows, but both very different, really. So what I'll do first, I'll go over some of the details of the two crossbows, and then I'll talk about the bolts, and then we'll go on to the tests, and then we'll do a conclusion. So the Redback has recurve limbs, and they are 44 centimetres wide. The Drakon has compound limbs, which are 37 centimetres wide, so a lot smaller. The Redback is £50, the Drakon is £217, so quite a difference in price there. The Redback, £80, the Drakon is £100 draw weight. The Redback is a pistol, so it's 51 centimetres long, just has a pistol grip, no stock, whereas the Drakon is a carbine, so it's 66 centimetres long. Without the stock extended, it can be longer than that. So the Redback has open sights and a rail, which will allow it to have standard iron sights, which can be changed, but it can also have optics on it as well. The Drakon only has a rail. It does not have any way to have open sights on it, because the front of the Drakon doesn't have the front sight, so you can only use things like red dots and other optical sights on it. The Redback has multiple safety mechanisms. It has a manual safety, an anti-dry fire mechanism, and also you can't actually shoot the crossbow. You can't take the safety off until you put a bolt in. The Drakon only has a manual safety, but at least it does have a safety feature. The Redback is 235 feet per second with a 6-inch power stroke. The Drakon 290 FPS with a 7-inch power stroke. The Redback weighs 1.5 pounds and the Drakon 3.7 pounds, so quite a lot heavier. And then the Redback has a replaceable string that costs around £10, easy to change, doesn't really require a lot to do it. The Drakon at least does have a replaceable string. You will need to buy a bow press as well to do it, but that is available as well. And the string for the Drakon costs around 30 quid because you have to replace the whole string and other parts to it. So as you can see there, they do vary quite a lot, these two crossbows. But I think it'll still be quite an interesting little set of tests. If you're a regular on my channel, some of these tests won't come as much as a surprise to you. I think there may be one that might surprise you, the results of one of them, and I can't do the knockdown target with these two crossbows because both of these would knock it down no matter how much weight I put in anyway. It was really designed to show the difference between one of these and a older style crossbow. So that's the tests you'll see in a minute. What we'll go on to now is I'm going to talk about the bolts. So these are the bolts you can get for both of the crossbows. The top four here are the ones that you can use with the Drakon. The lower ones you can use with the Redback. The Drakon ones are very high quality bolts, a lot longer, and they cost around £12 for 6 bolts. Which may sound expensive compared to these, but these are very high quality and it's still cheaper than some full-size bolts you can buy. I think £12 for 6 of these is probably alright. So now the Redback bolts, it can shoot a massive selection of bolts, whereas the Drakon can only really shoot these ones. You get ABS types, aluminium ones. They all fit, they all shoot, and the average price for these can be as low for the good ones as £6 for 12, and if you bought these ABS ones, probably even less. But these good ones here, the Anglo-armed ones, are around about £6 for 12, and they'll last you a long time. And the Redback, with slight modifications, can even shoot a lot larger bolts with a lot thicker diameter. These will not fit in the Drakon. The Drakon has a little shelf underneath the rail, and the spring that holds the arm that holds the bolts down. When you push the thicker bolts in, it stops the bolts going right back. So yeah, the Drakon is slightly restricted with its bolts, but they are good high quality bolts at least. So that was the difference in the bolts. As you can see, the Redback can shoot a lot more than what the Drakon can. So what we'll do now, we're going to the tests. So the tests are going to be a cocking speed test, and in this test I'm not trying to go as quick as I can. I just want to cock both the crossbows exactly the same, in the exact same manner, at the exact same speed, if that makes sense. So I'm not rushing, but I'm not going slow. I'm trying to go the same speed with each one to see which one cocks and loads quicker. Then we'll do some penetration tests and some accuracy tests. So there you go. Not really a versus, more of a comparison, if you know what I mean, because these are two very different crossbows. So hopefully this video will at least give you an idea of which one you'd want to buy. Price difference varies a lot, 217 to 50, stronger limbs, but that's a recurve limb, so it's easier to change, easier to fix, easier to change the string. But you can change the string on this. This one has the more expensive bolts and only one type. This one can shoot literally any pistol bolts you can get hold of. This one does not have any open sights, can only have some kind of optics. This one can have both. This one has less safety features, this one has more. Yeah, it's swings and roundabouts. They're both really good crossbows, but both very different. No overall winner there, but you should at least now know which one you would want to get. So yeah, I hope you found it entertaining and helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely subscribe, because I do lots of these kind of videos. I'll do more of these. And you can request if you want to see the Redback versus something else, or you want to see this versus a Cobra Adder, say, stuff like that. There's a lot of crossbow stuff coming. I'm always doing crossbow videos. But yeah, there you go. That was the Drakon versus the Redback. You make your mind up. They both have advantages over each other, I think. Right, thank you for watching. See you later.